Hi, Krystle. I noticed that you mentioned that we need to have a positive outlook on change. And you mentioned how often change happens. We know that our students change. We know that our curriculum changes. Our teams may change. Our administrators may change. And it just comes down to the fact that we have to adapt. And you are so right in saying that. And I appreciate that you said we have to have a positive outlook. That's just the inevitable, and we can make the best of it and move forward. And so I appreciated that you mentioned that, and that you mentioned that we need to know the strengths of the people that we're working with. Um, I was recently at a training with my principal. I was at a conference, and one of the things that we went to breakout sessions, and she went to one on administrators and building trust amongst their staff. And in her breakout session, one of the things that they mentioned was making, the whole goal was to build trust. And one of the things that they mentioned is that when they have their leadership teams, they would all come with something, two negatives or two things that their campus could improve on, but it was things that they asked the stakeholders of their school. So it could be a parent, a student, a staff member, a school board member, but then they also asked for two positives, two things they're doing well. And it could be the same person, it could be two totally different people. And so they would all come with these things that were things they could improve upon or things that they were doing really well. And then in addition to that, everyone on the leadership committee would write a letter of affirmation to someone on their campus. And so everybody on the leadership committee was writing these affirmation notes. And when I think about that, it really comes down to differentiation. With you mentioning the change that happens in our students, and when that happens, we teach what our kids need. We're doing small group, we're differentiating between the learners in our classes, and really it's the same thing with our staff. In the literacy coaching position, and while I'm not there, I feel like we're all either in a similar position or working towards that. We have to be very mindful of having a positive relationship with those that we work with, because we know that nothing good is going to come out of somebody telling them they have to do something, or someone telling us you have to do something. And so it really comes from looking for the positive. And so I appreciated your outlook on that, because you were very clear in that it's inevitable for change, but that we can move forward. And so I'm thankful that you recognize that. I know that that's something I've had to really be mindful of when we are working with our staff. In fact, at Christmas, we had a staff member resign, and somebody else came in as a language arts teacher. And so we're having to make changes, even though it isn't even the beginning of a new school year. So I appreciate your thoughts on that. Thank you.